Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Simply to the Khuzeka PH, Mr. Dripcast, aka Adengasa boy, all the way from the Dripcast. We Khuzeka. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell button so that every time when you post, you get notification from us. Today we are coming at you live at BT Project and event. Today I'm joined by Thuso Mafadle. Welcome to the show, bro.
Thank you so much.
Walok. Hey, Brayak. Like I've been inspired by your work, Honsole MC. So it's one of our producers, for you wanted to come to our podcast. Kaje Tabi. Even though Ratangum Feta Fela
No, thank you for having me on your show.
You're welcome. So tell us more about your upbringing. Who's Thuso Mafadle or Shaka Thuso Mafadle?
Okay, Thuso Mafadle Kimshimane Yahlahitin Kwakwa. We moved from Kwakwa, Ratla Velkomo. My late grandfather, Paulos Potolo, my grandmother Pilana Joali Alice Bolelo. I moved from BZB Primary. I went to Velcom Prep. From Velcom Prep, I went to Velcom Gymnasium, where I started living with my parents, which is Mpo Mafatle, Lifusi Mafatle. I then started this debating thing where I saw another potential and actually address people and my calling. I have a calling from a young age. I accepted my calling. I remember it was in grade 9 when I entered the debating competitions. I came second place. I then moved on when my matric. It is when and I'm like, you know what? I then started my own water company brand, which was Thuso Mafadle H2O Thirstons Fest. It got published, it got very well company. MC. I remember my first gig, it was Festive Fever Fest. From Festive Fever Fest, to MSBs, to massive events, you name them. 2019 July, matriculated, and then I went to overseas, Europe, Czech Republic, for debating. I was also ranked number 49 out of 130 speakers, and then that is when I started preaching. And currently, right now, I'm a full-time motivational speaker. I go to schools motivating. I have the Arise and Shine Foundation. I'm a preacher also. I preach. I'm under the prophetic church, which is the Zion Embassy, Apostolic and Prophetic Ministries, under the leadership of Prophet Sabata Mika Mahloko.
So Yemen Nakopa or go to Ore, who your grandparents, if you feel sharp. So I say environmental ranking the grandparents on joie.
For nine illuminad, especially that Nkhonaka le Ntatemoloka and Labatubak Nkhonaka currently na like Highland ya St. Johnny. So in the Kudiso emunate for no one and Ntatemol. I remember always I get a grade 1 till grade 4 because the Demologo is a grade 4. School on talk at 1 o'clock. I remember the fun days where my grandfather would always be waiting for me at the gate, and it was a very joyful moment for me that I get to school and get to Demoloka, hard cut on later school and Ratama Poteka Tropong, and Rekelebo KFC, hard long Rekeling KFC, Tavarizama, Refita High. But I had strict grandparents, of which I appreciate or never strict, because I believe if Baras is strict or Navan sports, then I believe or I could have been a spoiled brat and not actually realize the potential that I had inside of me.
Yeah. So like, Haluna Lebakai, Banababa Odila Letamala.
Ritu, I have my biggest brother and then Ebeban. Yes.
So about debating,
my love for debating started when I was grade 7 when I was doing public speaking. And I remember I was the only boy kahara public speaking. Well, let's mention the fact that I was being bullied in my primary days. It was not nice for me because they would always say to me, no, because I was fat, I was not like this. I would always do drama. I would always do the public speaking. These things that can like banana. I'd want to participate in them. I remember I played tennis. So I'd always get bullied that what's at ball or gay in. And I told myself that I'm gonna take this discouragement that people are giving me and I'm gonna turn it into something potential. For kids also that are out there, but understanding now we have different talents as people, and if you can't express yourself the way you are, not saying I'm gay, I'm not gay. I'm definitely not gay. But yes, debating is a way of me expressing how I feel. Debating is a way of creating an argument out of nothing. Debating is a way that puts me in my happy place. Debating is a way that brings me closer to what I love most, which is arguments that bring solution at the end of the day. That your right is your right and my right is my right. By the end of the day, we need to come back to the board and say, listen, yeah, you stated 1, 2, 3, I stated 1, 2, 3. That's when I started moving about this debating thing, and it then made me to becoming this motivational speaker that I am today.
So like being a public speaker, they inspired your craft. You look up to them.
Being a public speaker, mostly when I was coming to growing up, my person that I looked up to, my role model, firstly was my uncle, which is Dr. Putol. I always would tell him like, "Nigga be doctor one day." Okay, doctor. And hola ka rentlo ya thapelo, o tlo tla batho ba different, ba bo kreke, ba rera, ba etsa. But I can do this. I remember I was in grade 3, ke qalela la ke rera, ke rapela, and then khona ka qata ba le kreke, ne ke dula ke ema ke rera, and I praised God that listen, one day ke tlo ba motho se ke batlang ba ke tlo ba doctor. But you know how life turns is that, listen, you can't be what you want, but God's will, so no channel when I'm currently about TD Jakes. They're the ones that motivate me. And also currently my spiritual mentor, which is Prophet Sabatamika Mahlok, is the one that actually motivates me now to be who I am. But mostly right now I am my own role model, because I believe there's no one better than me. Then I don't need to prove myself that I am better than the other person. Because the person that I am is the person that I was not last year or the past years back. So currently the main role model in my life is myself.
Public speaking in Mzansi, like essay specific, you guy, how we check away. Because when I my podcast, if you can both and podcasting industry South Africa kapa Africa yo guy. So when it comes to motasatsi benjolo kana for industry ya public speaking, when it comes to Mzansi Africa ro guy.
So basically, when you talk about public speaking, color from the primaries, you get it all over in the country. Your public speaking can move you into parliaments. Your public speaking can move into universities where you actually express and defend people. That's where we get our COSAs, our SASCOs, and currently the ruling parties that clash against each other. Currently, the most public speaking that we get right now, are youth parliament. Yeah, we meet as youth committees, African National Congress, Democratic Alliance, EFF, Freedom Plus, you name them. So mostly public speaking is a world where it is situated in education environment. Yes.
So my question was basically like industry compared to other to other countries.
In South Africa.
In South Africa, yeah. But you participate kapa.
Yeah, most people participate in public speaking because right now I've noticed that public speaking is a way that now people are able to express themselves, especially in the political environment that we are in. We have the likes of Maiboya Pangane, Mokgethisi Tlalefo, Softy Odu, Motebo Mokodutlo, Joseph Maritela. We have the likes of Mr. Kolile Toki, Mr. Ivan Reid, Mr. Jerens Dikana, the people that express themselves through the political industry, which is now we address it as public speaking because they are addressing these people with the issues that are currently happening in our country, in our provinces, in our regions. Yes, ANC.
So like, like the competition, and then you went to like Czech Republic.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay, so it was in 2019. Debating. I've been in the first team of debating from National since 2017. I then moved Canada the Free State debating competition. I then qualified or Europe Czech Republic. When I got Europe Czech Republic, I'm telling you, how you meet the best speakers. England that speaks this great accent of English. Like when you get intimidated. But when I got there, I told myself that no one is going to intimidate me. I've gotten this far, and I cannot firstly disappoint my mom and my dad. I can't disappoint my family, and mostly I can't disappoint South Africa because I'm representing South Africa. So when I got there, I took everything that's going to be negative to me and I turned it into positivity. That's when I was able to excel.
Which are they? So it's the negative, then you turn them into
positivity. Well, firstly, when I got there, I mean, I'm not from a well-off family or a privileged family. I mean, you'd get those kids that would come and flash off their fancy lifestyle, or we are from private schools, you're from a public school. We have those tendencies of kids that would isolate themselves from you. I was isolated enough because we were only 3 from Valcom, fortunate enough, really Europe. So we were these kids that were isolated, and I told myself that, listen here, I'm not here for such businesses that are okay, who has the latest phone, who's able to bring out the iPads when we go do our speeches, because fanaka speech, it's either you put on your iPad or you put on your piece of paper. So I'm there with my piece of paper. I'm telling myself that, listen here, I'm gonna destroy your speech. And I was able enough to destroy the speech. That's when I was able to rank number 49. Because you know you can't defeat my China. My China are always advanced. They have the latest technologies and everything. They're able to Google. And when you come to debate, there's a point where you have to actually get proper knowledge and research. And at that time, I wasn't able to run research data because internationally it was expensive. So I had to use my general knowledge and actually be up to date about the data, or okay, what's currently happening. So that's how I was able to conquer what was actually distracting me from winning.
First time, it was your first time flying?
Yes, it was my first time flying.
How fika like Czech Republic? Ke ntho pele lo ranking e bile different from lo ranking o hlotse we bona Mzansi.
First, it was the time zone. Nako tsa teng ha di tshwane. Secondly, the buildings are massive. Thirdly, how fitla mono utlwa le language ba batho sa understanding. Bodijo tsa bona di different to feta tsa rona. Their cool drinks are unique. It's a place where you feel, oh wow, this is heaven. This is what I'm not used to seeing. Body buildings are tend to everywhere you go, people walk to actually go to the mall. People don't actually use a lot of transport. Instead, they're able to walk. It's safe. Haunabo, rape, there's no robbery. You can walk freely, and everybody's friendly that side. So there was different things that I saw that side than Zeta South Africa. Oh, well, on a load shedding.
Oh. So like, how company le bana ba bang, like ba different, coming from different places. Le di beliefs tsa bona like di different. Ke eng tlo ranking e la o khatla while untuna le bona batho ba.
It's mainly that we were able to reaccommodate our different cultures. There were, I remember, bana sa khole di antichrist, ona le bana ba ba Muslim, ona le bana ba bang bana re bona their religious beliefs don't believe them to eat what and what and what and what. And I was fascinated to the fact that although we come from different religions and different backgrounds and different cultures, but when we got there, we became united, we became one. There was another time we ended up sharing food really kaofela, is that, you know what, ntho ya o share dijo ha se ya ma South Africa fela or ya ma Africans, but it's actually all over the country that, or all over the world that we become one. We are one. I mean, if we remove this, the skin of your color, and underneath, all you see is going to be red. So all of us in the world, we are red underneath. So that's what impressed me enough that, listen here, no matter now which culture you are coming from, when you come together with other people, you forget who you are and you bring out the inner you.
Talking about the dingi ya boma like skin color ka tseba for na racism ke ntho le ranking e kgolo global like lefatshe kaofela. Lona ha ne le fika more like Czech Republic as the blacks. Ono sna boma treatment like e boma jwan towards lona. The blacks then did die.
Not at all. The blacks didn't from Nigeria, Angola, Uganda, you name them. Bana sarif the treatment or we are black. I was actually shocked. I thought, okay, people are gonna see us differently or treat us differently, but we didn't get that at all. We were one when there was love, there was humanity. This one is black, I'll not share a room with. This one is what I'll not share with. It was a place of unity inside of each and every persons that were there. We were one, we were united. Mang or black, mang is brown, mang is yellow. No.
Treatment ho khutla ntho nka le jwang, because I best believe or it's khutla like Czech Republic. Treatment ka is totally different. I don't feel like zigela salo.
Yeah.
Any le jwang like treatment e mo na no feel.
In life, how chele not everyone will love you. Not everyone will wish you well. So it was But to buy never appreciate about support, about cheerful. But there'll always be that other people that will think, oh, but the most treatment that I received, and from publicity also, I remember I got published on Thuso magazine, I got published on Vista, I got interviews from The Rock, from Gold FM. It was the attention that, wow, that are out there for me. I remember people would want to take pictures with me in town. Stalkers, from not wanting you to now wanting to date you, from now not wanting to hang out with you to now hanging out with you. And that's when I started booming to the MC industry. I remember getting a metric, but I'm telling you, every week I make MC aside bar.
The MC, MC. Had the results we told like top 50 di ya batho pele renke bana ba le mo kaofela o no le jwa like the feeling ene le jwang for ka ga batho ba and like how many were you?
We were 130.
Sure.
The kids that were there.
Sure. So how to o ka like top 50 ya batho ba o no le jwa?
I was very happy. I was excited that I've made myself proud, and mostly I've made my late grandfather proud. Because ntato natsamaka discipline and education first, natsamaka the achievement, and I felt so proud that I was able to actually uplift my father's surname, which is my father. I was able to uplift my mom. That mom, at least look at your son, he's doing great for himself. So nikitabila whole, and I wanted to actually continue that for the rest of my life that I live. I'm gonna make sure that I keep my name up high.
We keep on mentioning your grandparents, ne? Mara actually like mention like Temala. What kind of a relationship do you have with your father?
Me and my dad are close. Like me and my dad are very close. My dad is like my superhero. I actually have a tattoo of his names here, my mom's names here. I'm a person that wasn't raised by my dad or my mom, but in them, my dad would always be present for me. I know that the first person I'm supposed to call is my dad. My dad will come and help. When I need something, I'd rather call my dad or a timer, and he'll come. Although my dad is not rich enough, but he has that love here, or he'll give you any support that you want, that you'll get from him. I'm always with my dad more than my mom, because only so Nala, my dad, we are close. We're able to talk. I'm able to cry to him. And there's things that you think as a father he can't do, but he'll make sure that he provides for you as his son, and he makes sure that you get the things that Banawambas So me and my dad are close. We are friends.
Life after matric, how was it like? When I won a Czech Republic.
Life after matric,
how was it like?
Didn't actually go my way. Because life after matric, I thought I'd go to university and whatnot, but I didn't go to university. I went to Joburg, MC, because I remember I was supposed to go during COVID. That's 2020 now. I'm supposed to go work with Kamon Pell and everything. I met her once. We worked. Joburg wasn't going well for me because Kileka men said that I'm famous. So I feel like Joburg. You know Joburg how it is. Joburg, if you don't become a Joburger, then Joburg will chow you. And I believe I was not ready to be a Joburger. Then Joburg chowed me. I came back home. Kaya Sebeta mining Beatrix for Shaft. I was the youngest safety rep in the whole Shaft. After the mining situation contract affair, I went out of the mines. I joined the ANC. I worked for the ANC. From the ANC, I started then doing this thing of preaching to schools, motivating kids. I've become a preacher at many churches. People book me to come preach at their weddings. People book me to MC at their weddings. So, and currently right now, what are we doing is that I'm a motivational speaker. I'm an adjudicator for debating, meaning I'm a judge. I'm also a life coach. I'm also an MC, but we're MC Kalo. And right now what I'm trying to focus on is this thing of my calling, of being a pastor, is that I want to let people know that your background doesn't define your future.
Perfect.
Your mistakes don't define who you are in life. What you are right now doesn't determine who you're going to be in the 5 years, because I'm also human. I've messed up a lot of times, but that doesn't define who I am. Mistakes are there to show that you are actually trying, and you can rectify your mistakes. So if you're going to blame yourselves according to your past and tell yourself that because of my past I cannot be destined for greatness, then you're only fooling yourself. because your mistakes don't define who you are. You can do a mistake today and tomorrow wake up as a millionaire, and the very same people that were judging you are gonna come back and actually want help from you.
So like Google life after matric, ne? You went to Johannesburg. How fika Johannesburg get into like a like the way you expected. King King or no expectile. Then I had the way King or no expectile.
You know, when I got to Joburg, I thought I'm gonna be this MC that booms. To put TV. Latest Golf 7, latest apartment in Santin 4 ways, money, gigs every day. But when I got there, I saw wow, artists actually go through a struggle of getting what they want in life, especially when you're an artist that's trying to push yourself, but you don't have the enough support because no one knows you. In Joburg, no one gives a damn about another person unless they're going to benefit something from you. And I told myself that, okay, let me go back to the drawing board. That's when I came back home and I told myself that I'm not going to let this disappointment that happened in my failure bring me down, but instead I'll take it as a lesson.
So for Kenaka, what's like province when it comes to entertainment industry, on entertainment industry free state, so the reason why I go for what what's I think on like Johannesburg, but like this show.
Yes.
If an airplane no I able my Joburg life after matric as not the plan or how he or she is going to maneuver that side. So you back for when now no fit kada ke pose thing lo ranking we yente like obe specific for night until ranking ke la yetsa ke fika ga Joburg ke la etsa so I should have done this ka ska etsa so.
Okay, so I went to Joburg firstly with no apartment. I went to Joburg with only money and then I stayed with a friend. The money that people would send me or sponsor me with, it's money that I would chow reckless. Because now I'm in Joburg. So the mistake that I did is that I forgot the mission or I became reckless to the point where I started drinking every day. I started smoking. We would party with girls, call girls in, do all this thing. I remember we had a photo shoot that we had to do le Kamompela. I didn't go to it because now I go back. I mean, Kamompela, I'll get another person that will want me. I became big-headed when I got that side. Ulujo Cafe. There's a club in Braamfontein that's called Ulujo Cafe, Jojo Rooftop in also Mabone. And I thought, no, I'm not the shit. I don't need anyone. So now when you think you are the shit when you get to Joburg, then shit will show you who shit is. You'll become the shit. And once you become the shit, you must know that it's going sideways. Because let's be honest, when the shit is on the floor, attract and it's something that you don't want in life. So now I think when I thought I was the shit, I was only attracted by wrong people that were there to use me at that time. And when they saw that actually the shit has dried out, they moved from me and went to see who the next shit is. So in life, I feel when you are planning to go to Joburg or anywhere besides Joburg, more about to pursue a career, don't forget the reason why only more. Because if once you forget why the mission or you is some more, then you're gonna go sideways and end up going to do the wrong things. Especially for girls. I feel that when you are a girl and you want to move to Joburg, please, and I'm begging because I witnessed it. I had a friend and I remember she didn't have a place and anything. She started going for places and everything. She got an apartment, she got a car, and once that blesser was done with her, she lost everything. To the point where now she was about to be homeless, and we told her, no, go home. Because now what necessarily the mission that we were there for.
So good ore how no Joburg like you thought you were the shit. Ne. Ocho when no fika Joburg o fika mentally travel go.
Welcome, yeah. I didn't reboot and start over and tell myself, okay, I am nothing here. No one knows me here. No, kitlaga mentally to background ke tswang teng high. or no, people will still recognize who I am. Instead, I was fooling myself.
They didn't usually have fucked up like mental mental health because of what you went through.
I had depression. I would lie. I tried to commit suicide twice. I failed from committing suicide twice. I remember there was a time, like like there's nothing left of me to do. Let me commit suicide. And funny enough, I could try to commit a suicide, I would always get caught. I'd always get caught that, dude, don't do that. After that, I play like no, man. I can't let this depression and this suicidal thoughts in me bring me down. I have to work hard again. I have to prove myself. I have to prove myself to people that I've disappointed that, hey, listen here, I can still do better here when I'm here this side. Yes.
So how fika when I wanna like velkomo ochesa already on, then you went to Joburg. Wa khutla hape ha o khutla you no longer that Thuso le reng ke nna ga mtsebe treatment e ne se le jwang o khutla Johannesburg.
Oh,
from batho be le reng ke ba ne ba o phamiseditse like godimo ha o ntse le
that Thuso.
that Thuso, yeah.
It was difficult because I remember in 6 hours because I'm like, people were like to me, Kwena, otsole so o eng, yo, hi Joe, and all that. I'm like, in a difficulty for quite some time. I think I took 6-7 months without going anywhere. Till I picked myself up and you know what? I still have that other calling of mine, which is being the best debater, the best preacher, the best person that I can be. That's when I started rising again. That is where I am today because okay, yes, I fucked up in life, but I can't let this fuckery now determine who I can be when I'm here now in Velkom. So treatment is a sharp man. You know. So after that, and one thing that helped me was prayer. Prayer is very powerful. See, when you pray and you pray, God neatly to mail. It will change your ways.
Ke batla o tseba for ntho yo ratisitseng, like you said o motho le reng ke ngoletse environmenting ya ba tse be le reng ke ba ratang tatemdi ne ha ntho tsena di etsahala bophelong ba hao, you became very close to God. You became very close to God before ntho tse di etsahala kapa after?
I became very close to God before and when they started happening these things, there was a time when I said, then I remember the scripture in the Bible, Job, when everything was taken away from him. I remember Abraham he followed that, but at the end of the day, because what he was going through, Mudimu la mohopola. Karelena Mudim otlang hopola. Whatever I am going through. He'll remember that I'm his son and he'll allow me to arise and shine again. That is where I get this foundation, a Thuso Mafatla Arise and Shine Foundation. Is that I'm trying to assist Bana that think that now they can't arise again from where they are. We have many people that have fallen. You have many people that have now committed themselves into drug and alcohol abuse, what they lived through. It's the people that I'm trying to bring change to that. Listen here, don't give up. Yes, mistakes are there, but don't let your mistakes now bring you down forever. We have many people that are talented, but because now they went through a phase, talented
Kukulo ore MC how say is it because of until ranking MC la o yetsa yona in Joburg?
No. It is because of the calling Abuhuti. You can't live two lives in a way. So what I do is I do MC, but I do specific events.
Also MSB.
No, MSB I still do go to, but what I'm saying is that accept MC by the side by MC, your soul cafes. I only do major events. So that even people will judge you that hey, stage so now it's a way of let me respect these people that I preach to, I will only do major events and actually not do these club events. At the end of the day, lebebele abo ere motho le motho o tla pela mfufu tsa phahla ya hae. Yes.
So how nkile like route ena na o be moruti or o be a preacher already for botsa batho tse le reng keng di tlotla go already le nthong le ngwe le reng ke le challenge e le ngwe le reng keng e ka le go o be moruti lo ba a preacher.
I believe I've been ready from birth. That whatever comes my way, I'll overcome it. I mean, if you are truly anointed, whatever comes your way, you'll be able to overcome it. Especially what I've experienced when I was from Joburg. It made me stronger, it made me wiser. That no matter what, the poets about to they'll come, but the poets about to the define the poets about to modi. Instead, they must allow you to rise. Whatever people say about you that's negative, don't let it go into your mind. Because if you let it get to your mind, then you have a problem. Or to be depressed all the aim. But the ups and downs, nobody said that this was gonna be a smooth road. Even Jesus Christ himself, but never mubua hampe, but wamutara di billboard or hatachiso kimo prophet. But yet he did overcome everything that was there in life. So I believe that when you are truly anointed and you are truly gifted, you will have the strength and the knowledge and the courage to know that Jehovah Gibor will let you shine and let you arise from any obstacle that you face. So it's only the beginning of greatness in my life. I know there will always be people that will try to speak bad about you or remind you of your past. But you shouldn't let those things define you. Like, how do bare fats? Because how do bare fats? You have a big problem coming your way. You'll end up wanting to give up in what you are coming.
Social media, like you said, you only like Thuso, like also Czech Republic, you became that person.
Yeah.
Then everyone fuck with your craft. Banana be part of how. There was a time, to be honest. To be honest. There was a time on social media where trend.
Yeah.
What trend. That's when Lorenking kila bona. For una mtu Lorenking wants a lesson. So Kibaka like the viewers for what was going through at that time. How about trend on social media?
When I was training, that life was difficult. You know, when you bring that up, it takes me back. It was a moment of wow.
Because everyone,
my name has been tarnished. Till I told myself that I'm gonna speak up, and actually, if people are gonna hate, they're gonna hate me. If people are gonna like me, they're gonna like me. I remember I deactivated my Facebook account. I deleted WhatsApp, I deleted Instagram, like I was AOL.
But
and then I came back and I clarified everything to the point where people would understand. They got okay, in a way he was trying to push, in a way it was not his fault, and that's when people started accepting everything. But now there'll always be the people that will try to achieve something. They'll always bring back that past. So I've told myself that yes, that story of Facebook, it will always be there.
Plus lina next ukwisisi for enka we wetsala monana cause ke a bona motho no dula trend
So
but I don't understand ore wetsala ngela why a trend motho na.
You know, there was that time we are Forex, right? I think Forex was very booming in 2019, where you would tell people that invest in us, let us trade for you. There was a person that I was trading with, and we would take people's monies to trade and I'll invest in them. And when it comes to that now, I'm the one that took your money. So I'm 1,000, I will bring it back. And another time, JP Markets a the person I traded, he went MIA. Now I'm left alone in the heat. So I'm the one that takes people's money, like I'm a scam or whatever. And now this person that I was trading with, today as I speak, I don't want to mention his name, but he's also tarnished, because I believe that if you're going to play with someone's name that's anointed and you think that karma won't come back to you, you have another thing coming for you.
So untuna like a week. I don't want to say a working relationship. Untuna le unto khona bua le na motho lo reng ke ngola o yetsa jwa.
Ke a mo bona ka modumedisa, I mean ha ke na pelo embe, but
ha o bika zweli mara.
Yeah.
O bua ka zweli ne.
Yeah.
So how bona batho like ba ngena o bona le be le goreng keng ba close le wena wa makala ke kgola ka o makala le
Yeah,
na for man piwe ke motho le goreng keng a ka
I can
nketsa
get that. So, and now at the point, people would now start creating their own stories and lie just to have clout in your name. You know, people. Motho ona sa nahane hore a ka etsa ntho bophelong ba hao.
ke ntho la o makatsa ka wa bona beef ke la e bona ka ke ntho la o makatsa haholo ka beef eo.
Is that
In a beef
yeah?
actually.
Is that the main? My friends, people that I call my friends, were the ones that were actually now bavayaka on a DD, and I'm like, isn't this my friend? Isn't this Motonegi Pilale and Asgela? We looked up to each other, and now what's happening today? So it was shocked me that, you know what, keep your enemies closer than your friends.
So drive ela o khokisetsa social media ke eng ela etsa gore o ipela for call.
I told myself that people always have something to talk, but I have an assignment to complete on earth, which is my Arise and Shine Foundation, which is my preaching, which is my MC. I remember ka gig where people went crazy that I'm back on stage. It was Social Connect 2020. After the whole Shandes, I took a gig Social Connect. Oh no, it was 2021, yes. Gig Social Connect. I'm like, I'm going back on stage and whatever happens. And I was shocked enough to get good results instead of results because I thought I was going to go on stage, people are going to throw. And instead, nothing.
Sure.
And I was amazed. I'm like, oh. Yeah. So actually, I still have that thing in me. That I can MC. But if it was not for that, I doubt I'd be back in MC.
Na o ke bona like o khutlile like ntho tsa bo MC. It was Mogodu Monday ne re le ntho umlazi yeah ka go bona da. Then hona ba le comment man batho maybe le gore ke dutse le bona for na Thuso kuna na o chawile tšhelete tsa bona ba bang a sa dula Velcom o sa dula kutlwano no tshina ba lile batho ba Velcom ba mo bali gore Velcom ba sa monkella hlo no tshina ba tlo etsa ntlo reng ke mo yentse ka batho ba Velcom ka batho ba kutlwano ke ntho yu go system Velcom go tlo dula like kutlwano and ha o tlo bo mapotse tsa batho ba ntse ba bua the very same thing from kutlwano e se batho ba Velcom e dula jwang ho wena le ding.
Well, currently I'm not staying in Kutlwano. Our church is in Kutlwano, so mostly you'll see me in Kutlwano because of church. I'm Gidula Rebek. And another thing is that I don't take people's comments into head because I know the assignment that I have in life. I can't kill the poets about to kill it long. So whenever I'm in Kutlwano, it is because of church or because of my own other business, but I don't stay in Kutlwano.
So ke batla o nhlalosetse taba ya Joburg for ke ba back to Joburg before ke fetela pele ne kutlilo o mention taba ya hore ne le nwa bojwala le tsuba specific.
I was smoking weed and cigarettes.
You have never used drugs before?
No. I'd never go to that road. No matter how difficult it was, I'd never.
The challenges tse le goreng ke ngwa di thola whenever o ruta bana ka debate ke tse feng?
When I experience that debate, I'm gonna stress le bona cause o tla ke ruta bo kheme bo kae. But when I go motivate kids, ke tswa bo Qobo mo Velcom bo kae, there's actually a learner that came to me and told me na bothata ba o se bedisa drugs. It's because now ore ha bona ba mtshware sharp o feel ore na ba mo abuse so he runs to drugs. And then I advised him to go speak to his principal. And currently, June, I got a call from the principal telling me, no, this kid is actually recovering from drug abuse, balamisa farms Thuso and everything. So most cases is that the teenage life by these days is not like ours. Now, banana difficulties of peer pressure of social media, and if they can't meet needs, babalela the drugs, babalela hobo kete. I don't know, these little piece things. So about the crash, about the tsuba and everything. So the most problem that we are facing right now as a motivational speaker and also as someone that actually assists kids is that drugs has become a problem in our community. Yes.
Most people bare like ke dading debate ne ke therapy like oboma obona. So ke batla o understand or lo wena e ka in a form of therapy kapa.
Oh yeah, it comes in a form of therapy because it's a moment where you zone out of everything. You forget your problems, you forget your parents, you forget your girlfriend, all about everything, and you are zoomed in into making this discussion come right, work out for you. This discussion, or you are the right one, you are the wrong one. Like, you zoom out, you become so happy that, listen, I've structured a good argument that I know that no one will come and destroy it. And after Ofanaka that speech, you have that confidence and sort of that I did well for myself. It's a more of where people say that therapy is in alcohol. Well, debaters and most debaters will agree is that debating is a therapy for us. Where you just decide that I'm going to zoom out of everything and I'm going to focus on this.
So nako ya ho ba le bo ma girlfriend ya hao kapa ya ho ba le batswadi ba ha nke nako e ngata from o spende nako le batho le kwa ke wa ba rata.
It doesn't. I'm sure like said
Hobane
what's our head?
hobane
Well, with my parents, I mean, I see my parents every day. Kontlong, we have 2 separate houses. But there's a time when we are together in the evening, we discuss, we gossip, and then it's time to chat, it's time to sleep. So I see my parents every day, and mostly like at the weekend, if I'm not at church, then I'll be at home. If I'm not at home, I'm with my friends. If I'm not with my friends, I was with my ex. So you still have that time, bali familiar how. It's just a matter of we consider your own schedule that's gonna allow you to actually have time that you spend time with your loved ones. But because of this preaching thing and everything, most of the time I'm always at church. I'm always praying in church. From church I come home late, take up 7, 8. We spend 30 minutes with my family, but there's always time for my family, especially my 2 small boys, which is coming
question e nngwe e lo reng ne ke tla bona ke lebetse jolo question e lo reng ne ke re ke go botsa yona. So like ho dila le bana ne, I best believe hore honto ba motivate tje ka o itse for ona le lo reng ke mo tlile ho wena a tlo bela like bothata ba hae, like mathata a batho be lo reng ke batla wena ka o how train when
Yo, they do. Because now at some point, one of the videos even it's on TikTok. Yeah, I want to know where she was testifying that she had a problem, and since I started praying for her and I started preaching for her, she became right. I mean, when you are now so anointed, have accepted your calling, there's things that you see spiritually that other people can't see. There's things that will drain you. Like it will drain your body. You go to now that you try to speak to, and position tsa ding what's a hopola or ish what's I'm privileged. Hona na ngwana tla batla wena bolela rena heso re share lofu re dula ga le boteng. O bona na wena o nka lofu ya broto for granted. Ha o rekile lofu ya broto gona gore e dule bo ma 5 days o sa e jo bo ilahle. You take yourself and you put yourself into those kids' shoes, or if it was me, I'm sure I could have been gone by now. You take yourself and you put yourself in the shoes that my father wants to sleep with me. My father sleeps with me every night. Boyfriend sleeps with me. So it becomes so emotional journey. But as a person of excited to take this journey, you pray about it and you just say, God, because mostly if you are not able to help them, then you just have faith that God will actually assist them into becoming something great one day.
When how qala like engineer yore o preach ne kapa o be close le ntate Mdima, best believe ona le ntse lo renkeng tlamile o di khotlhore wabo tlamile o di go sepela ha hore di sa tlo phazamisa ka leeto la ha ke tse feng ntse lo renkeng ngwana lo ka ma go di khotlhore di go sepela ha tla kena leetong lena.
I had to decrease a lot of friends. I had to decrease, like I said, MC, I had to decrease going out that much. I had to decrease banana. I had to decrease this thing of drinking alcohol so much or smoking. Yeah, so I've quit smoking weed and cigarette. Occasionally.
I
had to cut down.
Before I got up as load shedding, Etlore etsetsa maferefere ke efeng girlfriend e le horeng keng kapa ngwana e le horeng keng kapa mokgotsi e le horeng keng ha o ntso go well through whatever that you are going through mara motho yona can't stickile by your side
After during the Facebook saga and everything. And
like,
it's I believe that because after I came back and I started thinking that I can do better for myself, and then and she was very defensive on Facebook. Kamo Hello Mushodi, she calls herself Kamo Fuke. That girl was there for me, like through thick and thin. Through thick and thin, Wanu was there for me. I remember Wanu was like fighting for me. She'd be there, support me, call me every day, Ampatagi sharp and everything. Kamo Fuke. And if there was one girl that I actually want to go back to and fix things and actually get back to her, it's her.
like
I no longer have a contact on Wiki. The last time I saw her, it was on Odindalada. And it saddened me to see that she was pregnant. I'm sure one else know. But that girl is a girl that I say. Yeah. Yes, I would. Because I feel that that girl was a person for me, and then at that time I was still unmatured a little, and I played her.
So you wish you would treated like different?
I wish I could have treated her differently for her to come and see the change that has become in my life right now.
Route le reng keng winkile ya ho preacher like ya boruti ne. Ke route le reng keng is challenging.
Very.
Hona le batho le reng keng ba sebedisa ka tsela empe. What's your take on that?
Le Bibele ya bua now we should be aware of false prophets. And but and the very sad part about this is that now it portrays us as baruti baba chabbing. I mean, honala baruti ba sebedisang tsela ya bona ya calling as a way of getting women or getting money. Honala baruti ba sebedisang tlolo ya bona hampe. There are different types of callings bophelong. Honala ba prophet ba tsotse ka bo prophet. There's prophets that just prophesy through the mind, and honala ba le ba badimo le bodimo. Right? And now I believe that in these 3 generations, it's just a matter of time that you need to now we align yourselves to great things. So it's a way of, it doesn't sit me well. I'm sure it doesn't sit other pastors well that right now, but what really the game. People have a sabat game because how about especially at my age, I mean, there was a time I had a discussion with one pastor that why don't we actually try and bring back people to church instead of actually trying to take out of their pockets? Yes, but then you can't actually want to now. But I feel the character in somebody into business, but business, which is wrong. If you are anointed and you are called to God to come and actually make a change in life, then even if Lamotane Helaka Ranto 50 cents, you should welcome it. It is because Kimomoto I felt let's in thing. Bibileng ho laetsa le hore batho kaofela ba tle ba tlo nehela ka ditjhelete le teng ya bo tla mosadi a nehelang ka di-coin ya ba Jesu o reng o re no o na kena nehetseng haholo. So I feel that pastors, prophets or sangomas have taken this route of making this a money business instead of actually ho tlisa di-spirits ho ntate modimo lo lokolla batho.
Very deep. When we encounter like situation whereby wena wona no ntso preacher on reg but o fitla o kgahla man because of ke believer go motho ntate ga kgahla o fitla o kgahlwa then you go again next Sunday o so kgahlwa ko mong hape a different like how so encounter uma situation e jalo if it's okay we encounter o tlo etsang o ka etsala gore we encounter situation e jalo.
I believe that when you are called to fulfill God's assignment, you take out your body personality on tabo wena o kenya moya halalelang or o direct. Yes, re ba jita and to tlo ngwana na o khahla next to kileng. But as a person that but look up to wena, as you call yourself a leadership of the church or a leadership of an evangelism, is that utlamu ikhalmele ka bo wena. That okay, but then it should stick there. Not now me trying to get into her pants or her skirt and actually sleeping with her. How you change girls each and every weekend is not okay. Let's not forget that I'd like to state that sex is a very sensitive thing. It's spiritually. I mean ho na le bana ba hodisitsweng ba sentse ba goetse ho na le dibanana ba hlapang ho na le majita a hlapang ka ntho tse different sizes. Now you as a person or as a pastor, you come there, you sleep with these kids or abachinchale in you don't know what those people carry and you don't know what you carry. Because now when we are having sexual intercourse, exchange the spirits, it's a very spiritual thing because it's a moment where you guys feed each other. So don't you think orna o tlisa mathata o a jareleng a batho ba bo rapela wa tlisa ka ga ngwana no mokapa ngwana no nka what you are having a calling, and then you end up saying that no, you are witchcraft or anything. As a person, actually you are actually changing girls each and every weekend, and you forgetting that sex is very spiritual. At the point that now when things are not going your way and things are going sideways, you come and blame who? And you blame the same God that gave you that anointing. So to all pastors and prophets, they must remember that we have an assignment to complete. Yes, we are human beings, we are men, we will get attracted, but don't get attracted to the point because you don't know what that person carries. And when what's your purpose and what you carry into your life.
So when I would you say tabore how no ntse high school ne o no ntse le ngwana o no like information I best believe o na le tutse le gore ke ono soka o ditse bana how no ntse le high school would you say tabore ono hlanyetso le thuso I best believe ono ja banana like ono robala le batho be le gore ba different would you say that the new ke one le renkeng e la o khawata ha ono fika bo majuice ma wena o se awe ka yona that the new for man ke robetse le batho ba bangata like energy energy tsa batho ba ke tsona tso trainileng when
I feel that they do play a role. I mean no le banana ba sa tla mo botsa bohloko bophelong.
Fact.
Hona le banana ba sa tla mo botsa bohloko bophelong, and dikeledi tsa motho di wele fatshe mahala. That's what one people should always realize is that keledi tsa motho di wela fatshe, they will come back to you. So I believe that there's a part that played okay, these spirits now came to me and fucked me over. It is because ke banana ba bangata mene ke botlisa bohloko banana ba ne balla. I thought I was the shit, I'm the fuck boy. Nkaja ngwana different dealing, but we don't know na. At that point I didn't know what's happening bophelong till I now actually became this person that I am today. That listen here, it is wrong. And I believe that I've repented from it, and I don't think I'd want to go back to that life that I used to live. Prove a point or different each and every day. Yes.
Kobo we jere my head, what does it represent? Why Kobo feel? Plus haji kalo bona like we ka Kobo ya.
Ke moshimane wa Lesotho. So when I'm wearing this ke believe re tsama le dibusaka ba kwena ba nkopane ya mathunya batho ba sing sota na sa bobe ka ofela le gogala sedimo nthole. So I believe that when I'm ever with this blanket or any other blanket, it represents who I am. It represents sedimo saka le modimo wa ka. It represents where I come from. It represents my roots, my culture, that I need to know who I am. That is why wherever you'd see me coming to anywhere, because I believe that it brings who I am at that moment, so people can know who Thuso Mafatle is. That Thuso Mafatle is not a person in Chisbo like Mushimano Lesotho who lets in Nahing at the band high. That I always go home call Lesotho to actually want to find out more about Sesotho to Sama Mafatle Setokai. And if you've heard me MC Nekipita MC with the most Mishimano Mkhariano has said to Lesotho, is that I always need people to remind that I know who I am, I know my culture, I know my roots.
So before re kwala hlemale ke ka re nka tsolla pe when it comes to or umshimane lo renkeng o letse nahi ne honga mshimane wa mzanti mo beya monana o nka moshimane lo renkeng o hlaya Lesotho o letse nahi ko pa nhlalosetse difference yo kaida according to your experience.
One, moshimane ne hona le respect. Moshimane wa naheng o tisitswe. Moshimane wa naheng o tseba o ihasilela. Moshimane wa naheng o tseba discipline, o na le self respect. Moshimane wa naheng o tseba what is right and what is wrong. He knows hore papa ha we khalifela. O tseba bohlokwa ba tjhelete. O tseba bohlokwa ba ho dula le batswadi ba sokolang o eng. Then we come to South African guys. We don't know the values. Harana value ya di roots. I'd make you one example or ya fela velcome ya lo moshimane velcome ya itoke seboko sa hae. He doesn't know it. It is because rona bashimane that we don't take our culture into priority. We don't take the roots tsa rona or setso tsa rona into consideration, because we believe that we don't need the underground gang. Yeah, but Mushimana and Mushimana, so there is two different people, and we tend to see that Mushimana to also had like a welcome become successful. If we check the statistics of the mind are only let's take Basotho, but on the Soto. It is hardly to see people from South Africa benefiting from the mines. It is because we are only facing this way. But take a boy from Lesotho mo 500 rand, or bonka mshimana South Africa mo 500 rand, and see ya ke amange tlo bangata pele. It is because bashimane ba Lesotho ba tswana naheng, they always business minded to rena ke eketsa jwang. Instead rona we are only minded that I need to go buy myself something and finish that money.
God man, before reka ke ntshilo ranking o ba ka batho be le gore ba hopole ka yona.
What I want people to remember me even if I die tomorrow is that the Thuso Mafatle that used to be in 2019 till 2021 is no more. The Thuso Mafatle that is now living, which is the Thuso Mafatle Arise and Shine Foundation, the person that goes to school motivating these kids, is that whatever you have done in life, it can be rectified. Whatever wrong things that you have done in life, if you tell yourself that listen, yes, mistakes are there. Yes, I've fucked up in life, but I did not let those things define who I am. This is who I am right now. I'm bringing you the light and the way of God. I want people to remember me with that boy that brought change into our kids' life, that boy that brought change into the community, that boy that donated all over South Africa, because my aim doesn't start here, doesn't end here, but it only starts here. That boy that actually brought something to the world. I don't want one day I want one day people to remember that Thuso Mafatle was a star. Thuso Mafatle, yes, he did bad, but he fixed himself, and look where he is today. He's sitting where he is, because I believe that I'm destined for greatness, and the greater things are yet to begin in life. So people, I want them to remember me with Thuso Mafatle that was helping the society and the youth of our country.
What can we expect from you?
Give me 3 years from now, and I'll probably be having my own foundations all over. I am now planning to actually be more active into politics. I want to contest so that actually I can bring change into the youth. The Bachabarona, I feel that they are not given enough opportunities to express themselves. It is because now Habafui, the spotlight that they're supposed to be given. I'm firstly trying to fix this thing about drug abuse. I'm trying to bring this biblical things all over the school story. But to the preaching sessions, because and which is not right. I mean, people are supposed to hear the word of God. The word of God is the one that moves us, that motivates us and encourages us each and every day. So what you can expect from me is that the foundation that we're currently doing is the Thuso Mafatle Rise and Shine Foundation that works on banana school, banana, and I believe that I'll get sponsors soon enough that are going to actually help me to build the foundation that I want to build into a proper foundation, work with the Department of Education to give these kids education, but also and to make sure that they get help and get assisted.
For nane ke batla ho be le entertainment industry ka Free State, and what you said e land disturb wabo ntshwaro o tlile ka monana wa ya Gauteng because of you wabo. So for batho be lo reng ke ba traya kapa ba le ka ntore ba build the entertainment industry ya Free State, what's your take on them?
I believe that the entertainment industry, and if we see something that we are Free State,
Fact.
We have a lot of people that are talented. We have your likes of Motse, DJ, fantastic DJ. I believe that if these entertainment people can come combined, actually we challenge the government that actually should be something that's done about Free State. I mean, Makufa Torola in the Free State, but our artists are only given that spotlight at that time of the year. Why can't these artists perform Mambo Makufa, which are from Free State, be given their own record albums that actually go out there and actually start booming? Bokiza done their own TV, they have their Kalawa Jasmines, you have your Big Zulu. You have these many things that in the Free State we can build as a team. But now the problem is in Free State, artists are jealous amongst each other. They don't want to see the other artist doing better than the other one.
Correct.
You see, if we can fix that number one problem, the artist the artist the video unit, the promoters the event organizer came about with their payments, then I believe we can get a direction. Because if the Free State can work together as a team, I'm telling you, entertainment industry, Free State can go very far.
Fact. What? So, but we got to like on the socials.
On social media, currently on the Instagram, it's the real Thuso Mafatle. And from the real Instagram, it's the real Thuso Mafatle. On TikTok is Thuso Mafatle 1. On my Gmail account is thusomafatle636@gmail.com. On WhatsApp, it's 0715147147.
Again, thanks for coming to the show.
Thank you so much for having me on your show. God bless.
Bango. For those who will be watching, please don't forget to like, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell button so that every time when you post, to get a notification from us. From me, Khuzeka Pure, and Thuso. We are out. Pew.